It's amazing, isn't it? How a single image can create so much tension. I drive by this place all the time, but I don't think about it all that much. Truth is, most of us would rather pretend this place doesn't even exist until we have to, because death is just not a subject we like to think about. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is a strange way to begin an Easter gathering. Walking through a cemetery, talking about death, surrounded by all of these images of grief and sadness and life that has ended. And I understand that, but I think this is actually the best place for us to begin our conversation today. Because without death, there could be no resurrection. Death and new life seem to always go together. Like the dead of night before the breaking of the dawn, or the darkness of winter before the sunshine of the spring. And producing a seed that gives new life, a plant often dies. The Bible teaches us that death is the fertile ground from which springs forth all sorts of new hope and new life. To the Christian, death is not the end, it's actually just the beginning. And not just the physical act of our bodies dying either. The scriptures tell us that because of sin, we are all spiritually dead on the inside and in desperate need of a resurrection of our own. And just like the first man ever created, we need God Himself to breathe into us the breath of life so that we might finally come awake. Which brings us to why we're all here today. In his letter to the Christians in the city of Ephesus, the Apostle Paul wrote that God, being rich in mercy, because of the great love with which He has loved us, even when we were dead in our trespasses, He made us alive together with Christ. So much of the modern explanation of the gospel is come to Jesus and He makes everything succeed. Say this prayer, believe this, and do that, and Jesus will make all of your dreams come true. But Jesus never invited us to that. It's not come to me and everything gets better. The real invitation of Jesus was come to me and die. Because until you're willing to die, you will never truly live. So come and die to selfishness and die to envy. Come and die to bitterness and unforgiveness. Come and die to lust and greed. Come to Jesus and die to the sin that is destroying you on the inside, and let Him raise you to new life. As the scripture says, "Awake, O sleeper, and arise from the dead, and Christ will shine on you."